Hey guys, how are you today? Happy Monday in this part of the hemisphere, in the southern hemisphere. Everywhere else, happy Sunday fun day. Everything. Anyway, I hope this finds you well, because I'm sick again, and this is the third day. I felt like it coming on Friday. Unfortunately, I still had to go about my business and do things, which is really difficult. I did wear a mask. I did have a test. It came back negative, which we all know that's just what them tests do. Those tests do. They come back negative. We know that. It's a freaking part of the scam because, and this is allegedly my opinion, the corporation that ran the testing that released this infection in the first place also owns the patent for the testing kits. So if that doesn't tell you, I don't know if you can see me, guys. I'm keeping the aircon off because it's I'm trying not to infect my car. I know there's a humongous amount of glare, but there's not much I can do about it anyway. Okay. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say this because I love you guys. I'm not regretting not getting the vax. I'm not going to go that far and say that because that would be a humongous exaggeration and falsehood. I have my moments where I get really, really frustrated though, because and if you got the vaccine, that's perfectly fine. A lot of people had to get it to keep their jobs. It was mandated. And over here, they did break the law, the Geneva Convention. They forced people into getting something that was in an experimental phase. So, which does go against human rights, basic human rights. And me and my infinite wisdom, knowing that I had a lot of steroids when I had the enucleation done. I also had golden staph, which gave me they gave me a lot of antibiotics, which could have knocked out a bloody horse. So my immune system is still building itself back up. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing, and I love it. So I wanted to give myself a chance to do it rather than just whacking in this toxic stuff. And Mum's always been, in our childhood and that growing up, we had to have wheatgrass smoothies and things, and this is before it was important and popular. This is before it was a trending thing, to be vegan and all this kind of thing and this and that and the other. She was light years ahead of her time. Bless you, mumsies. And herby-verby, and the crap that we got at school for having dried nuts and dried fruit and nuts, and not even brown bread. I can't recall having sandwiches. So, needless to say, school was tough. And I wanted to respect all that hard work and effort and all the organic things that Mum tried to do and sacrifice to make us have a healthier life. And I didn't want to take the vaccine. So I didn't. And I haven't. And a lot of 90% of the people, 90% of my friends and family did take it, and I respect their decision to do so. The brainwashing was intense. I nearly fell into the trap at the end of it because I was like, oh, but we won't be able to go anywhere, and they locked us all out. They did the lockouts, so it was a very, very good campaign. The pressure was on. It was a fucking intense pressure campaign to poison the fucking masses, and it worked great, and I'm really going off on a tangent. The point is, take care of yourself, guys. Get enough sunlight, drink enough water. I did a lot of research when this SARS-CoV bullshit first came out, and those were the things. Drink lots and lots of water, get enough sunlight, etc., and so forth. If you can limit the chemicals in the food that you're eating, then your exposure to sunlight will not be resulting in cancer, hopefully. What's hereditary, and people are more susceptible to skin cancers and things like that, and I actually had to get one cut out, a sickle cell carcinoma. So it's different from everyone, but I just want you guys to know every day is a freaking another chance to do better. Sometimes halfway through the day we realize we can't do it. Shit hits us and we have to do whatever it is that we do to get through these days. If you eat a couple of donuts, eat a couple of donuts. For me, I've been partaking in the medical marijuana, and I'm not going to go as far as to say I've been abusing it, but weaning off the Suboxone was a tough thing. It's been 5 months or so now, and I'm going to start cutting back on the medicinal marijuana for my health reasons, but psychologically I don't want to put myself in a position where I could be triggered and end up relapsing and things like this. This is all a perfectly reasonable and perfectly understandable concern to have for someone who's in recovery and has been in recovery and on and off for so many years of their lives. So thanks if you made it this far. I appreciate you. If you are that way inclined, hit this with a like, give us a subscribe, and let me know how you feel about it in the comments down below. Until then, take care, guys. I love yous.